What's up, YouTube? This is HowRunner from the Posable Plastic team. It's been a while, but we're starting to get back in the groove here, and I've got my first NECA Assassin's Creed figure. I've been staring at them for a while, and I've been wanting one, especially since Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and I finally got one. This is the Brotherhood Ezio Auditore da Firenze with no hood. It's very, very cool. Oh, and yeah, I have it sitting on my Assassin's Creed mouse pad. But you're not here for the mouse pad, you're here for this. So let's get started. So first off, I want to say just how impressed I am with the overall quality of the figure. I know there's plenty of reviews out on this guy right now on YouTube, and I basically am just stealing from all of them. This guy is just amazing. His head sculpt is really what caught my eye. There we go. And I think really the coolest part about it is the hair, because when you look at it, you can't tell where the mold is connected around it. It's really, really cool. And obviously he's a little older by Brotherhood, so you've got a lot more wrinkles on him. And the hair wash, very, very good. These come apart, which is very, very sweet. The whole outfit is just very, very well done and accurate to the game outfit that you unlock. The part that really, really catches my eye is the 10 throwing knives, along with the huge belt with the Assassin's Creed emblem on it. Now the blades are removable, but it took some work. I had to pop each of these hands out, and then it started easily sliding. But it was something about, I don't know, just sitting in the package for a while or something, just made them stiff in there. But there actually is a little tiny nub on the ends of each of those blades that makes them stay in there. So that's kind of what made it stuck. All of this plastic is really well done. The thicker parts are a little bit stiffer, that's to be expected. The pouches are very well done in the back. This is all just amazingly thin and flimsy rubber, so it really can do a good job as washed plastic. I know a lot of the Ezios came with different sets of hands. Most of them came with around 6, including the ones on the body, but this only comes with the 2 that you see here. But I love this hand. This hand is so awesome, because in the game, that was basically the only weapon I really used, was the gauntlet swords there, and it just fits it so perfectly. That is Ezio's hand right there. It's just so cool. And the other hand, the other hand is that gauntlet that you buy in the game later on that allows you to do stronger melee attacks, and that is very well done. And the hands, I don't know if you can see that good, but the hand joints are ball jointed wrist joints, so they do all that action, but they're a little bit stiff. This hand's a little bit more movable, just because it's not a huge thick gauntlet hand. But still very, very happy with everything on this figure. I don't have a complaint for this figure, really. It is just super, super amazing. Now onto the joints. There are 38 points of articulation on this figure, but I'm sure I'm gonna miss 1 or 2 of them. I'll just start at the top and go to the bottom. The head has 2 joints, which allow it to do this stuff along with this. It's got ball jointed upper neck, and I don't know if you can see in there, but a lower neck as well, which is very, very good for an unhooded Ezio. Most of the hooded ones, just, you can't do much with the head, and this is just such a nice change of pace. The shoulders, see if I can get in there. They're double jointed, like most NECA shoulder figures, their shoulder joints are right now. They have good solid range of motion. Don't want to make it too loose, but That's the shoulder joint. The elbow joints, they're fairly good. They actually have just a hinge joint right here, and then lower down the gauntlet has a swivel, so that's how they get away with that. And then I already talked about the hands being ball jointed, flick joints, whatever you want to call those. The waist here is, I want to call it a double waist joint because it's got a ball joint here and a ball joint in here, but it doesn't, I don't know if it's just mine or not, but it doesn't have a ton of movement. It's kind of stiff, which makes sense because he's got so much garb on, but maybe I just haven't broke mine in enough, I don't know. The hips are really where the magic starts to happen, although this one is a little loose. Not busted, but loose. But this kind of helps it to stand anyway, so it's not really a big deal. If it were an alien figure, I would be sending it back right now, but this is fine for me. But it has kind of a double joint like most of the other Ezios. It's got a bunch of different hinges in there that allow you to do most motions, but you kind of have to twist it out and around to get it to walk forward when you first unbox it. So that was one thing. The knees are double hinge knees along with the boot actually swiveling. And what happens is, because it's double hinged, you get extreme posability out of that joint, and they flex as far back as the human body could. And as you get down farther, the boots are very well done, but they're a little bit stiff, almost like you don't need a joint there because of this extra piece of boot they decided to wrap around it. And you can see it's wanting to move, and you can see it on the inside. You can see the joint hole for it, and then obviously you have these. So that's all the joints on this Ezio. We were getting ready to finish filming and I almost forgot the coolest accessory of all, the sword. If I remember correctly, this was the French cut or the Spanish cut sword, but yeah, it had a lot of kind of the medium grade for Handguard in the game, and very, very well done. There's not really any, usually when they paint the silver on there you can see some bubbling or even like a line where the molding pops out, but none of that on this. Really, really well done. And as you get down farther to the grip, what amazed me was there's these little tiny, let me see if I can get it blended in better. There's these little tiny holes right here and right here, and I don't know if you can see the difference of color when I move my finger behind it, but one of them was all the way poked out, and I just took a needle and kind of finished poking out the other. So, kind of particular about that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and you can also check us out on Twitter. If you guys have any questions about this figure or any other review that we've done in the past, please feel free to leave us a comment in the comment box below, or you can send us an email. Our email is in the description below. Thanks again, guys.